Everybody vibes with the all-new Camry. A standard 225-horsepower engine and an available sport-tuned suspension provide the power and agility to take you anywhere. And to do it in style. With available features like the two-tone midnight black metallic roof, color-matched sport grille, panoramic glass roof, and cockpit red leather trimmed interior, the Camry has never looked better. And because every all-new Camry is a hybrid, it delivers up to an EPA-estimated 51 miles per gallon combined. Whatever your vibe, it's a Camry vibe. Learn more at toyota.com/Camry. Hello, from Wonder Media Network, I'm Jenny Kaplan, and this is Womanica. This month we're talking about adversaries, women who fought for their place in history, whether they fought to get to the top of their sport, against how society perceived them, or fought with each other to be champions. We're talking about women who broke barriers and sometimes did seemingly impossible or unspeakable things to carve out their place in history. This episode of Womanica is brought to you by the all-new Toyota Camry.
Steffi Graf to serve. Quiet, please. Play.
In late January of 1993, a buzzing crowd of tennis fanatics gathered in Melbourne, Australia. It was the women's singles final for the Australian Open, and the two greatest female players in the world were facing off. Killer forehand versus a two-handed backhand. Seasoned champion versus an up-and-coming star. Steffi Graf versus Womanica Seles. Watch old footage of the match and you'll hear the oohs and ahs from spectators as the ball whizzes at top speed back and forth, back and forth. Steffi had won the tournament 3 consecutive times from 1988 to 1990. Womanica had clinched the title twice, 1991 and 1992. And when she aced the final shot against Steffi to clinch her 3rd Australian Open trophy, the tennis world celebrated the height of an epic rivalry.
Game, set, match, Seles.
But before all the titles and celebrity, both young women were just kids, each with an unwavering commitment to tennis. Steffi, the older of the two, was born on June 14, 1969, in Mannheim, West Germany. Her father began her career when Steffi was a toddler, teaching her how to swing a racket in the family's living room. By age 5, Steffi was playing in her first tournament. She turned pro by the age of 13 and quickly rose through the world rankings. She astonished fans and opponents alike with her wicked swing, which earned her the nickname Fräulein Forehand. She also had surprising speed and agility. Steffi was ranked number 1 in the world by 1987, at 18 years old. Womanica's rise to fame came quickly after. She was born on December 2, 1973, in Novi Sad, Yugoslavia. Her father noticed that his young daughter had an uncanny ability to hit a ball with a racket against their apartment building wall. He drew pictures of Tom and Jerry on her balls to keep her interested in the activity, hoping her raw talent plus regular practice would translate into tennis superstardom. And so they did. By age 9, Womanica was winning national tournaments. Within 2 years, she was ranked the best junior player in the world. Womanica's family eventually relocated from Yugoslavia to Florida so Womanica could receive elite professional training. She turned pro at 15 years old. As an up-and-coming star, she became known for her near-unbeatable backhand and the unusually loud grunt that accompanied every thwack of the ball. The two tennis juggernauts first came face-to-face at the French Open semifinals in 1989. Steffi, the older and more experienced player, walked away victorious. It wasn't until their 4th matchup in 1990 that Womanica won her first match over Steffi. From there, the outcome always felt uncertain when the two players crossed paths. What made them such an even matchup? Steffi said of Womanica, it is her desire and her incredible self-confidence. Womanica was equally complimentary of her opponent, saying of Steffi, you cannot let your mind go for a minute or you've got a winner whizzing past you. With that historic 1993 Australian Open final, the two women had played each other 10 times. Steffi had won 6, Womanica 4. Womanica was also sitting at the number 1 spot in the world rankings. But just a few months later, Womanica's career was forcibly pushed off course. In April of 1993, she was playing a match in Hamburg, Germany. During a changeover, a spectator in the crowd suddenly rushed towards Womanica, stabbing her in the upper back with a serrated knife. Authorities later discovered the man was an obsessive Steffi Graf fan who claimed to have attacked Womanica so Steffi could win more games. Steffi visited Womanica in the hospital 2 days after the attack and told her, "I'm sorry this happened in my country. Stay strong. You can get through this, Womanica." Though the injury itself wasn't career-ending, Womanica took more than 2 years away from tennis while she recovered mentally and physically from the assault. She said, "I was doing something that I love. I never, ever expected something like this to happen. And whenever I think about it, it's just very hard." In the meantime, Steffi continued to win slam titles, regaining the top ranking before the end of 1993. Womanica returned to tennis in 1995. She won her last major title the next year at the Australian Open. Her final match against Steffi was in the semifinals of the French Open in 1999. Steffi won that last face-off and retired a few months later. Womanica continued playing for several more years, though her game was never as dominant post-injury. She played in her last official match in 2003 and announced her retirement in 2008. As Womanica and Steffi faded from the headlines, a new generation of record-breaking players entered the game, with Venus and Serena Williams leading the pack. But looking back on their careers, we see two incredibly successful players who defined their own generation of women's tennis. Collectively, Steffi and Womanica held the #1 title for 555 weeks and won 160 singles titles, including 31 Grand Slams. All month, we're talking about Adversaries. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to Liz Kaplan, my favorite sister and co-creator. Talk to you on Monday. Everybody vibes with the all-new Camry. A standard 225 horsepower engine and an available sport-tuned suspension provide the power and agility to take you anywhere. And to do it in style. With available features like the two-tone midnight black metallic roof, color-matched sport grille, panoramic glass roof, and cockpit red leather trimmed interior, the Camry has never looked better. And because every all-new Camry is a hybrid, it delivers up to an EPA estimated 51 miles per gallon combined. Whatever your vibe, it's a Camry vibe. Learn more at toyota.com/Camry.